Nothing for us to do here.
As good as done.
We need to get a wardstone for some kind of teleportation system. It's probably all in the forest of worms.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Scorch marks and scattered rubble indicate the area of a recent explosion. Magical energy still linger here, indicating the destruction was caused by a spellcaster of significant power. The yawning pit opens to the northwest.
A skilled caster has caused this chaos. Be on thy guard.
Protect treasure. We are not protected, so need to throw something their way very quickly.
For the group.
Protection's on.
Yes. You're already dead.
Nature's servant awaits.
The witch doctor at
A
the very least.
flaming finality. Yes. Your yen?
Destruction! Ruin! Mayhem! Are the synonyms for death?
Okay, didn't go exactly as I planned, but didn't go badly for us either. And now we wait.
Again, think carefully.
Yes, as you direct.
A pearl necklace is at least worth a few hundred gold. Still mostly just typical trash.
As good as done. Nothing particularly useful. We lost 2 arrows. For the group.
For the group. Too far away to examine this. Probably need a rope or something. Pancakes.
Tis my will!
Go for the ice, Boo! Go for the ice!
A wizard's might!
Might be able to do something with the shells.
Ah.
At most we probably need something like one though. I'm not gonna hold multiples. At the same time they could be worth something.
Yes,
250 gold maybe.
Dominsk is as brawny as they come. He cannot carry everything, and he must make room for Boo.
Yeah, they're too heavy for me to carry around.
You've a task.
2
as
is
you
the best I
direct.
can do. Scorch marks mar the ground near the corpses burned beyond recognition. As you draw closer, the acrid scent of charred flesh fills your nostrils. Snake. The explosion has opened up a large hole in the ground. You think you may be able to climb down and inspect the cavern below. Mechanid. These will confuse us. I think it's time to berserk.
CO?
As you direct.
And to try to kill them very, very quickly. Probably more of them.
No.
Yeah, and we're killing each other.
Yep.
Nature's servant awaits.
After them! Attack! You bet!
Going berserk is always a little bit of a gamble, but fuck. They basically
As you
got
direct.
my main character, which started to throw his darts around. These are not the threat. There's some kind of creature, a mushroom, with summoning more of them. That's the bigger problem.
Doomed! Another try I shall give.
As you direct.
Shrieker. Is this it? Right. Let's notice the mage there. Low resistance, teleportation field, some kind of deflection spell. All good stuff, especially this one. I can make magic resistance opponent vulnerable to our spells. Valoris. Our scouts espied the exile near Boresker Bridge. Do not allow him to escape the justice he merits. Our queen is merciful, but you and I both know that he has fallen too far to be saved. You are the strongest of our mages. Use the power at your disposal. We must ensure the safety of Sultaness at all costs. Right. Spongy mushrooms of all shapes and sizes grow in the damp floor.
For the group.
Right, they went after Irenicus. Irenicus killed them all. Go invisible and take a look. Also need more ammunition.
With flair.
There are more mushrooms. I want to fireball their asses outside their vision range. Yes, there's a blue mechanism. A shrieker. Oh shit. For some reason they can smell me.
So you say.
I shall.
I don't think they can really see me, otherwise they would have done something already.
For the
I'm
group.
going to kill the shrieker. Don't need to see it, just fireball his ass, its ass, whatever. Well, we sort of do have to do something about it now.
You're yen. So you say.
Nature's servant awaits.
Fuck, they got my character again. There's really nothing I can do against him, and just everyone gets
As
the
you
fuck
direct.
out. Hopefully he'll attack them. Yeah, just what is wrong with you? Ah, okay, no worries. There's still one enemy there, but that's not the problem. She's so bad at this.
As you direct.
We had clarity potions, but I think that will be a gigantic waste. This opposition here isn't that tough, although it seems like this goes on and on, so there could be other problems still waiting. Yeah, boring beetles. And there's some kind of reward at least.
will end thee.
You're already dead. That stings, doesn't it, evil?
Magical energy glows softly in these natural crystal formations, illuminating the cavern. Star Sapphire. This is a pretty weak reward, but this wasn't exactly super challenging with. Ah. We'll take it back. Spellcasting not disabled. So any kind of multi-classing mage could be using this. I have one at the moment. Spellbreaker. Save versus spell +4. Wizards, Slayers, and Inquisitors +2 for others. On critical hit, the target is affected by dispel magic. So yeah, definitely a good weapon for us. I think I'm already using that kind of a longsword. Right, so this is a +2 longsword, except it has extra spell protections and can disable at certain type of hits. Not strictly speaking what I'm looking for, but it's vastly superior to the normal +2 longsword.
'Tis good as done.
And that would be great if we get Lich type opponents. Because they do have certain type of defenses that can do damage to us, or block hits, I think. So if you get a good dispel effect, it might remove them. So there's some benefit there.
As you direct.
It's a sizable area, but not a huge area by any means.
Ah, fresh air and the beauty of nature. So, how long do we have to stay out here?
We're expecting either worms or evil priest or something along those lines, so some sort of protections probably are not out of order. Not that I can throw around too many of them anyway.
Yes, O omnipresent authority figure. You've a task? For the group.
Or the group. Pick a direction. Coogan. Hello, Coogan.
Good day, and hello to you.
Oh there, friend. Word to the wise. There's spiders all over these parts. Small ones, big ones, really big ones. If you value your life, don't venture into any caves you might come across. So, spider caves. Hey Timora, favor thee. Farewell. That would probably mean that there's probably web traps all over the place too. We could deal with it in two ways. Basically, have the point blank guys bring potions of freedoms and use the scrolls to protect from poisoning. So they would be immune to anything that affects their speed and immune to poisons for multiple hours, easily enough to clear this type of area. But we'll see what the place has to offer. It looks like this is just a place to have a cave entrance, basically. So this will not be too big of a deal. Okay, this might be a problem. But we've dealt with wyverns at much lower levels. I'm not super concerned about a couple of wyverns. If they have bigger ones, then that's a different thing.
Nature's servant awaits. Good as done.
Here comes 300 pounds of justice!
And we have some ability to cancel or heal poison,
You're
so
already dead.
Prepare
again,
for thine end.
just because they can poison us is not
Feel my 300 pounds of justice!
Come at me!
I'm not picking a fight with the mountain lion, but I'll certainly kill it if it wants to pick a fight with me. Wolves, right? Ooh, giant. How do you feel about emotion hopelessness?
Yes,
I think I got the wolves
omnipresent
mostly.
authority figure.
That
Giant
hard.
itself didn't give a crap.
Bleed, death,
Ruin,
deliver!
mayhem, other synonyms for death!
Tis my will.
Gauntlets.
So you say?
Who exactly has them though? Yeah, the dead guy there has them, not the giant. Good arrows. Arrows of dispelling, probably? Right. Stalker Gauntlets. Dexterity +1, hide in shadows, backstab multiplier, Stalker only. So basically Dexterity +1 who wants them. Armor class increase, and she's missing gauntlets anyway.
You've a task as you direct.
I guess the friendly animals all help druids a lot. Rangers and druids have a lot of animal charming abilities that tend to be totally worthless. But if you have extra animals sprinkled about like this, they could use them to help in these type of fights. And the fact that they're neutral helps quite a bit. Because you probably are more or less in full safety before you do your charming. So it's not a... if the dice roll fails, it's not the end of the world necessarily. We're definitely going to rest before we go into any kind of spider cave, so I'm sort of bombarding with everything I've got. I don't see any particular need to go for that.
Nature's servant awaits.
Okay, there's quite a few more than I anticipated.
Yes.
Rather, they're more dangerous versions than I anticipated. We need to do something about the greater one. Poison it has is substantial.
Yes.
I guess it's more or less like a miniature dragon. Not nearly as dangerous though. Trying to clear the battlefield a little bit. Yeah, we got all of them. Emotion hope, basically.
For you on short legs.
And I don't think we've been poisoned even once so far. Maybe the spiders are a threat of a different scale, but the wyverns certainly are. Small spiders. They tend to be very venomous. Or very potent. They're not all that dangerous in a fight though.
For the group.
For the group. Again, a couple of phase spiders are not enough. They have a potent poison again, or potent venom, but it's very hard for them to get it to work, and we have a single successful envenoming, I guess. Well-trod path leads up the hillside. Footprints are obviously humanoid. I guess they retreated from the spiders. I guess they would be friendly. They are not. Buggy bears.
For the group.
You stand no chance.
Swing and a miss!
Suffer the wrath of the arcane! 'Tis my will!
Take that, vile villain.
Feel my power!
'Tis my will!
Bleed evil!
A fairly easy opponent.
For the
Sturdy, but not that dangerous.
Nature's servant awaits. As do the rest.
We'll probably get away with casting another haze, but that's it. No, there's another entrance. So, spider lair and a cave. Bugbear cave and a spider lair. Huh. I think we still probably should rest. Monsters wake me up, and there's a couple of grizzly bears here.
Come at me!
Another try I shall give!
Doesn't it evil?
Varlets, prepare for thine end!
I guess it's free experience for me, so no complaints really. That reminds me, we got some level ups. Didn't take that into account previously.
I think someone
It's a
overstarched
wizard
your tunic.
level up, so
Can't
it's
think
very,
why else
very
you'd be so
important.
stiff.
5th level spells. Yeah, very important. Breach, lower resistance, sunfire, cloud kill, animate dead. We would be getting what exactly? 5 hit dice, skeletons wielding long magical weaponry. I don't think this is the way to go unless we have a reason to use undead creatures. Breaches would be sort of nice. If they start to throw things like protection from magical weapons, then the breach is useful. Otherwise, I don't think so. Low resistance is probably better, same as cloud kill and sunfire. I don't recall what sunfire does. I think it's doesn't have a range, so it explodes around the caster. So that's the difference. It's gonna, well, if we use it with invisibilities and things like that, it could be useful. Point is, it's not useful in the normal flow of things. Animate deaths have an 8-hour duration. That's what makes them useful. So we could use them as cannon fodder. They would be immune to poison, I think. So at least maybe it's not always up. All poisons are not the same, but these guys might be immune to the spider poison, so we could use them as cannon fodder and basically just arrow and cast spells at the rear. We have enough attack power that way that we probably handle them. Something to consider at least.
Do not distress me with such trivialities.
As good as done.
to check on the ammo situation. We're definitely running out of ammo. Probably hoard some from the Hera, but that won't last for long. We just have to go out and buy it.
For the group.
For the group. Smallish areas. We probably can afford to complete both of these. Let's stay here.
Thy demand?
Go and check what we're up against.
You bet.
The green dragon stirs and wakes. Okay. Ooh, it is an actual green dragon. Morantharine stone skin. Yeah, I did not really expect this, so we are not protected. If this game so suddenly, I'm not quite sure what I should do here. He can cast, so Wizard Slayer wouldn't be a horrible idea here either. But do I want to go into melee range? That's a totally different question this time. I don't think that's would be my preferred choice. I don't think I have a much of a choice there though. You are not doing anything. Something.
For the fallen!
We are already afraid and can't do shit. What are we doing? You hasten things. Slow things down. I think we're gonna need more distractions no matter what, so I'm gonna go with that dead.
As you direct.
It has a poison breath. We are definitely poisoned now. I think I'm better off just loading. I did not know what I was
servant awaits.
Not sure if that knowing it helps too much. I don't have a huge amount of options. I might like throw some skull traps or something. Green dragon stirs and wakes. Is it because I started casting spells here or what?
You called?
Yeah, you guys need to do something.
You're already dead.
For the group.
It's not that doable. But at the same time I can't exactly spam him with a huge amount of spells anyway. Reason why not.
Aye.
I think we should ignore the greater wyverns for now.
My magic misfires.
Right. Need to try something else. The moment we start to cast anything, the action starts. I think we should try to focus on sort of tying things up here. At least for a few moments. There isn't all that much I can do. I doubt webbing will do anything.
Aye?
Also, we probably don't want to be here really when the dragon comes. Come on, cast your goddamn spell. A single! Oh, fuck.
Whatever thy wills.
Yes?
Nature's servant awaits.
Yeah,
Again?
yeah.
Thy called.
That stings, doesn't it, Eva? A swing and a miss.
I want the skeleton warrior to use up his dragon breath, at least one of them. Also, everything on the dragon right now. It has physical protections, it does not have any magical protections.
Ah. Damn.
There we go.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
We've lost some good gear somewhere. Actually, I don't think so.
What is the plan?
They're meeting on the dragon.
You've a task?
Damn.
$15,000.
Servant awaits.
Strong offense is the best defense. We're slightly poisoned. Anything too dangerous though. The problem is the poison is fairly strong. 6 points per second.
I'm busy right now.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Well, surprise dragon fight.
You've a task? Nature's servant awaits.
There has to be some kind of a
As you
smith somewhere for everything dragon scales. Also, there has to be some sort of loot. Bugbear caverns. You could have sneaked past them, very likely. So, or run past them, whatever. A decent
Yes.
amount of money. We can definitely afford the backup holding now. But if there's crafting, these gemstones could be used for crafting potentially. So that's something to
As you
consider.
direct.
Sable Cloak. Cold resistance, immunity to slow. Some kind of frontline fighter would benefit from this the most. Yeah. She has fantastic cold resistance now, pretty much naturally. %90 resistance. Okay, so we killed the dragon accidentally, more or less. Not a big deal. Bugbears probably aren't gonna be any. It's a slightly larger area, but again, not too large. The faintly luminescent symbols on the cavern wall have been carefully painted there. You can only guess at their meaning. Probably a dragon thing.
See-o?
We can bombard them a little bit with spells. There's probably some kind of a larger battle somewhere with their chieftains, and then maybe there's a greater shadow here.
As good as done.
Feel my power. Either way, you fall.
Ooh, shaman.
Yes? Think carefully. Fall.
I can't see the spectre being useful. Again, it's some kind of a creature that's pretty much like, in 100% cases it's a hostile. Maybe we can get something from killing it, and I'm certainly going to see what we can get from it. Walking or killing, but I don't have high hopes for anything useful coming out of it. Bugbear Stalker.
Fall.
For the
Never try, I shall give.
Looks like pretty standard arrows.
Dominsk is as brawny as they come. He cannot carry everything, and he must make room for Boo.
Okay. Use your goddamn spectacles.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure. As you direct.
Can you understand me? Yes. What do you want? Void. The space between the stars. I see you're nothing but a creature of nihilism.
Feel my power.
I don't think there's anything even remotely useful that can come of this.
A wizard's might!
Didn't even drop anything, so we're just naturally gonna load.
For the group.
I'm not sure what to say about these. I mean, it feels like the game is basically trying to trap you or have you waste your abilities, the few abilities, on something nonsensical. I just hate this stupid thing because it's built in a way that you only make those mistakes once when you're a new player. You'll never make them again as an experienced player. So there isn't really any choices involved. It's just knowing the correct spirits to bring forth. This looks like this could be trapped. Out of a lot here and all that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Just trapped there. It just takes some time, so I don't want to usually try to spot them.
Nature's servant await as you direct.
Probably no more than 2 rooms at maximum still left.
You kill Clan, we kill you!
Here clad no harm. I was searching for an old temple and they attacked me.
Temple priests give Snordash food, weapons, make swords go away. Tell us kill outsiders and they don't hurt us. So we hurt you.
Fair enough. Spell trap would probably be a better choice here. It's not so large an area where it strikes. Near a longer range attacker. Don't go there. Nothing good can come of it. It's like a +1 weapon of some sort. Flail +1. Probably worth a few hundred gold.
Yes?
Web spell is still going.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure. For the group.
For the group. Pool of clear water glitters in the cavern's murk. Fish glide through the pool, darting this way and that. Ooh, veterans. Okay, do we still have something left? Yes, we do.
As we direct.
Here comes 300 pounds of
Suffer the wrath of
justice!
the arcane!
I'll kill 2 ogres with a bent fork and some boot black, you bet!
Varlets, prepare for thine end!
Again, nothing particularly interesting, although it's a good thing to have this amount of healing potions. We can aggressively start using them in
Good as
serious
done.
fights, long before we are in desperate need of healing.
With flair!
Guessing this is the temple then.
As we direct.
Decent looking potions, at least 2 of them. Clarity
Let's talk
and
more fight.
absorption. Lightning immunity, immunity to mind effect.
As you direct.
War leader. Still had something in their back pocket. I think webbing is the better choice here to
called.
start with.
As good as done.
Yes.
And we're gonna gas them over there. Single web might not be able to do it. 2 will do it.
For the group.
For the group. I think there's like 3 bugbears still left. They make their saving throws, they'll go into the cloud kill and die. No, I don't think they're moving anywhere anymore. Sensible choice.
So you say?
A den of stinking
sensible enough.
evil. Actually, this evil is not as smelly as it usually is. We come for you anyway. Well, scrubbed evil.
Okay, I'll end after clearing this.
As you
There might
direct.
be something after this, but I don't think I have time for the spider cave entirely, let alone some kind of ancient temple. It's a much more involved place than that. Okay, another magical weapon, explodey potion.
Chill, creepy caverns always appeal to my aesthetics.
Looks like a good place to rest. Dried blood and rust have milded the pile of discarded weapons in the center of this tent into an unwieldy mass of useless metal. I get the feeling that these guys mostly exist just to cover the location of the temple. So random passersby aren't gonna stick their nose into it. Cultists. Who are you? Actually, never mind. I just want to get out of here. Why? What's going on? I'm a faithful of the mad god, but I can no longer serve here. Strange things are happening. Voices in the dark, and the high priestess locked herself into the ritual room days ago. I don't care if I let this guy pass or not. Well, I'll be careful then. Farewell. I have to go. I'm not here to stamp out all evil or anything, just want to find out what they're doing here. Try to get the wardstone out of them. Might be a good chance to do some changes though. We need certain spells. This is all more or less fine. I don't think I need to identify a spell though. Probably should get something that could be useful. Chromatic orb could be useful at these stages. We're almost never using the mirror image, so again, replace with something that we might cast and use. Might resist fear. We have now 2 resist fears, so we get surprise fears. So from some source, we have 2 guys that can try to counter it. Hold Undead is not good, not a good standard spell. Most minute meteors might be. Although we are sort of relying on the dual launch from the wizards to do a lot of damage, so an extra fireball would allow us to keep doing that for a little bit longer. We're never really using the protection from spells or the improved invisibility. Both good spells, we're just not using them. There isn't really a need, I guess. Improved invisibility I can see being useful. It could save someone's ass in a desperate situation. Because even if the invisibility wouldn't last, he would still retain some bonuses from it. I think we should go for Ice Storm. We are looking for these area of effect spells that we throw around. It doesn't particularly matter what it is, as long as we can throw them. It tends to clear the trash out of the room so we can fight properly. Cloud Kill, I suppose it works fairly well with a web spell. You can just dump it somewhere with a couple of webs, and it's a tough spot to come through. What monsters? What bears? I don't want to deal with your trash. Just let me rest for once. Nope. Game says... Oh, come on. I suppose this is supposed to be the least secure place of the entire band, because the leader was here. Do I need to go somewhere else?
As you direct.
Maybe here. I certainly don't want to leave from this place just to go and rest somewhere else. Nope. I don't think this place is a place where you can rest. You'd have to have a locked room, I guess. No, not good. But very unlikely that... and I load. Shit. Accidentally loaded the game. But it's at least possible. So, the ruined temple, evil cultist, and a cave of spiders. We will definitely use the poison immunity scrolls with the spiders, and maybe some web immunities. I'm not so sure about that, depending on what it is. I think it's just easier that way, and I don't see a huge amount of places where poison immunity scrolls could be that useful. Because using them means that you have to find a significant amount of dangerous poison using opponents, and that just isn't all that often. What's the situation with the bottle potions? That's a bigger question mark. We have a potion of freedom. Yeah, that's not good. Single potion is just is not good enough. I'm actually surprised we don't have more. Might have had at some point. or with some different characters. I don't recall who had what. We might be able to. I'm not gonna rest again now, but I think we can do something about that. There's a freedom spell, but I don't recall who the hell has it. It's a 5th level spell. Could be. But we do have a cleric. Yep, it's 4th level spell. So we can switch the protection from evil to free action. It's not gonna last a huge amount of time, but can get a couple of guys that can ignore their webs. So we can sort of hold them back while the rest of this provides support for the inner fight. And they will have poison immunity. So I'm sure it'll work just fine.